Hi there. Well, I've just finished my run, so I'll just wrap up my thoughts during the run. It's been an interesting one today, so it's a different run. So at the end of my talk, I'll talk about where it is for those who are more interested in the scenery than me talking. But essentially today, it's Friday the 13th. I suppose the big news here in Melbourne this morning, because it's about, 20 past 11 now in the morning. A couple of hours ago, the Melbourne Grand Prix was cancelled due to the virus. It's been quite a controversial event here in Melbourne, but as each day passes it seems to get more and more serious with the virus, and you know, there's talk about people working from home, and I suppose depending on what country you're in, that's already happening. So sort of watching all that very carefully, but I have noticed more and more companies are hitting my inbox with ways to work, apps to work from home with, study from home, do all that sort of thing, and I suppose that's a good idea. Like with our Green Configuration Essentials course, it's primarily designed to be used anywhere, whether it's at work or from home. You know, you don't need a SAP system, you don't need anything to do the course, and it's all self-paced and well structured. So if there is downtime where modelers are sent home, or you want to skill people up, it could be a really good time to do it. So we've noticed a little bit of increased inquiry recently, so that might be some of it. What else? Before I came out on my run, I had a interesting catch up with Daniel Naus at ConfigAir, just catching up on what he's been up to. Normally catch up with him at conferences, but this year that's not looking like it's going to happen, at least in the first half of the year. So we had a quick catch up, and so I got a bit of a snapshot of where they're at with what they do with VC, and it's really could be worth a look if you're looking at having a more visual experience with your VC models for customers or internal users. So this is what happens when you video blog. People walk past and you just got to keep talking. So had that, and it's put me off my stride a little bit, but we have just working through our training courses, just assessing where we're heading. I want to get onto the ABC. I'm still working through how we do that, but that's coming together gradually, and so we'll be devoting effort to that. Catching up with Steve Schneider again tomorrow morning. We're just getting to the final stages of our technical testing of our Configurable Opinions, so that's coming up shortly, and that's probably about it. So I'll talk a little bit about my run today. So this is a place where I come running sometimes. Today I did about a 6k run, so it's probably about a third or a quarter of a bigger circuit I normally do around here. But basically what it is, it's a trail that's wedged between the beach and a road along the coast around Port Phillip Bay, and so you feel like you're in the bush, but you're only about 10 or 20 meters away from cars. But and then it loops around. I looped around through some shops and took a return track that follows a creek and follows a railway line a bit. So it's sort of a bush run, but it's sort of wedged in between roads and railways. But like I say, on my longer run I might do 23k. I'm not that fit at the moment to do that, but it's an interesting place to come running. I don't come here too often, but today it's relatively quiet, not too many people around. So that's what I've been doing. So just to give you a bit of detail, it's in the suburb of Seaford in Melbourne, and it's on Port Phillip Bay, which if you looked at a map of Melbourne, you'll just see this big enclosed bay. I'll pan around, you might see the city, not sure. So way over there was where the Grand Prix was going to be held. So to give you some idea, that's probably about 50 kilometers from where I'm standing at the moment. So so I hope that was a different run, if you're interested in seeing where I run. And thanks for watching. Okay, next time.